Welcome back to another Monday morning mentoring. In today's video, I want to share with you what I believe are the 2 reasons you are not accomplishing your goals. Number 1, your goal is actually not your goal. It's someone else's. It's maybe someone else's dream, it could be fabricated, it could be an artificially fabricated one that you saw on TV or an image you saw in a magazine. It could be mommy or daddy's, it could be spouses, who knows, who cares? But it's not yours. And I can tell you, even those that seemingly accomplish a goal that is someone else's, they're unhappy. So it gets you to the same end anyway. So that's number 1. And I would really check and see, are you doing anything or have a goal that is actually not yours? Because that is, then we can break it down and just look into all the sub reasons as to why you're miserable or why you don't accomplish it or why you're struggling or why there's challenges. And that would fall into that category of, well, it's not your goal. Okay. And then the second one is this. You're crystal clear. It is your goal. You're on a mission. This is your goal. You want to accomplish this. And the reason you're not accomplishing it is because you are not confronting or taking the invitation that a challenge brings. And the challenge could show up as fear, any kind of emotion, doubt, embarrassment. I could name all kinds of emotions, whatever the goal is. If I want to get this Monday morning mentoring and I'm like, oh, I've got other things, I don't want to come and do this. I don't want to do this video because I'm embarrassed. I don't look, I need to, all of that stuff, right? Okay, so we'll just lump all of that in, that those are the challenges or the obstacles, and they can be big mountains too. Like I don't have enough money, or I don't have, whatever they are. Whatever the obstacle, whatever the challenge is that's presented at that moment for you to address. Because really what I believe those challenges are invitations. They are invitations for you to discover your highest self and you to evolve as your next best version of you. So let's just take an example of weight loss goal. All right. And when I'm working with a client and they come to me and they've told me that their husband or their partner or some other outside of them wants them to lose weight, I will not take them on as a client, period. Because that goal, they're not there for themselves, right? They're not whole in themselves. They're trying to fill someone else's bucket. And that's really dangerous. Now, and you could take that and apply that to any other accomplishment or goal. Now let's look at the second piece. Let's say that is their goal. They want to have that weight loss and they want to experience that. Then there are lots of little sub-levels of, well, we've got to deal with the habits and self-care, and there's skills and tools that we need to build. And those are the fun little things. But the real root, the deep work that has to be done, are when those challenges come up and we don't face them. If we don't face them, they're going to present themselves sooner or later. It's like when I'm playing Monopoly or Cash Flow with my boys, and there's like 7 decks of different things, and you just pull up the next one. Ooh, I love this. I'm going to take this one. This is a good investment. I'm going to go on this one. Oh, and then you draw another card here and it's like, oh, I don't want this. Can I do a mulligan? And you put it back. Well, it's going to show up later, and it's probably going to show up at a worse time. And this is really what it's about when we're not accomplishing our goals. It's one of those 2. And I will see this not only for every one of my clients, but I see it for myself. Last week, I avoided like crazy accomplishing what I was set out in my mission. I did a lot of great things. I accomplished a lot of things, but they were someone else's goals. And they were for someone else's mission. And I justified and told myself that this was for a good mission and a good cause, and I wanted to get behind it. And there are purposes and pieces to that. So you want to be crystal clear that, are you using these wonderful good things, and I got to go and do this, I got to be so busy, and I got to have all these things going on, and all because you're avoiding what you need to do, what you and only you are here to do. And that is something that we have to look at. It's deep work. It's deep work. This is why I do what I do. This is why number one client, my own first best client, because when I don't do my own work, I'm not showing up and able to see for my clients and hold that space. And when I do the work, I'm able to really, we can break through a lot of things together because there's this synergy going on. When I avoid that and I show up to my client, I notice I start getting frustrated because they're mirroring. And I want to remind you that everything in your universe in your world is mirroring something. So we have to shine that mirror for ourselves. Right? And when we can do that and we don't avoid, we are going to accomplish our goals. I really hope this helps. This is a little bit of the nuggets that I share on Monday Morning Mentoring. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It helps my channel grow. And if I can be of service to you in more intimate support, please go to stefanajohnson.com. Until next time, make it a great week.